Hey there, and welcome back to our channel. Are you ready to boost your English speaking skills? Today, we're diving into one of the most essential parts of communication, small talk. Whether you're at a party, in a meeting, or just casually chatting with friends, mastering small talk can take your English fluency to the next level. A new beginning in conversation. In the quiet town of Maplewood, life moved at a slower pace. The town was known for its picturesque streets, cozy parks, and the Maplewood Community Center. Every Wednesday evening, the community center hosted an event called Small Talk Cafe, where people from different backgrounds and cultures gathered to practice their English through conversation. For many, this was the most exciting part of their week. Among the regular attendees were 4 people: Sarah, a local librarian who wanted to improve her communication skills; Raj, a software engineer from India looking to improve his English fluency; May, a student from China who was studying business; and David, a retiree who had recently decided to travel the world and needed to brush up on his English. 1. The first meeting. It was a chilly Wednesday evening in early autumn when Sarah, Raj, May, and David all arrived at the community center for the first time. Each of them had their reasons for being there, and none of them knew what to expect. The room was warm and welcoming, with round tables, soft lighting, and the aroma of freshly brewed coffee filling the air. The host, Mr. Thompson, was a retired teacher who had dedicated his time to helping others improve their English. He greeted everyone with a smile and encouraged them to sit in groups of 4. By chance, Sarah, Raj, May, and David ended up at the same table. Mr. Thompson rang a small bell, signaling the start of the session. "Welcome to Small Talk Cafe," he said. "Tonight, we'll focus on basic conversation starters. Don't worry about being perfect. The key is to keep the conversation flowing." He then handed out a list of topics: hobbies, travel, favorite foods, and weekend plans. 2. Breaking the ice. Sarah, being a librarian, was used to starting conversations with people, so she took the lead. "Hi, I'm Sarah. I work at the local library. I'm here to improve my speaking skills because I often have to talk to visitors from different countries. What about you all?" Raj smiled and nodded. "Hi, I'm Raj. I work in IT, but I find it difficult to have casual conversations in English. I can discuss technical topics easily, but small talk, not so much." His voice had a hint of hesitation, but his eyes showed determination. May, who had been quietly listening, finally spoke up. "I'm May, a student here for business studies. English is not my first language, and I want to be more confident when speaking in public." She blushed slightly but continued, "I hope this helps." David, the oldest in the group, chuckled. "Well, I'm David, and I've retired. But before I start traveling, I figured I should brush up on my English. It's been a long time since I've had to speak with people from different parts of the world." The group exchanged smiles, and just like that, the ice was broken. 3. The power of small talk. Mr. Thompson walked over to their table and asked, "How's it going here?" "We're doing well," Sarah replied. "We've introduced ourselves." "Good. Now, let's talk about hobbies. What do you all like to do in your free time?" Mr. Thompson suggested before moving on to the next table. Sarah was the first to respond. "I love reading. Being a librarian, I'm surrounded by books all day, so it's natural for me to enjoy them. I particularly like mystery novels." Raj nodded. "I enjoy reading too, but I'm more into technology blogs and articles. I like staying updated with the latest trends in IT." May thought for a moment. "I don't read as much, but I do love cooking. I've been learning to cook different dishes from around the world. David's eyes lit up. Cooking, huh? That's great. I'm a big fan of trying different cuisines, especially when I travel. I love hiking and exploring new places too. The conversation flowed easily now, with each person adding something to the discussion. They shared their favorite dishes, their most memorable hikes, and even debated the best way to solve a mystery in a novel. 4. A deeper connection. As the weeks passed, Sarah, Raj, May, and David became regulars at Small Talk Cafe. Their conversations went from simple introductions to deeper discussions about life, dreams, and the future. Sarah shared her dream of becoming a published author. Raj spoke about his desire to start his own tech company one day. May expressed her hope of opening a restaurant. David, on the other hand, revealed that he wanted to travel to every continent and learn about different cultures firsthand. One evening, Mr. Thompson decided to challenge them further. Tonight, I want each group to come up with a story. Use your imagination, and remember to keep the conversation going. At their table, Sarah suggested, how about we create a story about 4 strangers who meet in a cafe and become friends? Raj laughed. That sounds familiar. But it works, May added. We can base it on our own experiences. And so, they began crafting a story together. Each person contributed a piece of the puzzle, adding their own twists and turns. The story was about 4 travelers who, despite their differences, embarked on a journey to find a hidden treasure. Along the way, they encountered challenges that tested their friendship, but in the end, they realized that the real treasure was the bond they had formed. By the time they finished, the entire group was laughing and feeling proud of the story they had created. 5. The lesson of small talk. Through their time at Small Talk Cafe, Sarah, Raj, May, and David learned that small talk was more than just casual conversation. It was a way to connect with others, share experiences, and build confidence in their speaking abilities. They discovered that listening was just as important as speaking and that patience and practice were key to mastering English. For Sarah, Raj, May, and David, small talk became a gateway to deeper conversations and lasting friendships. They continued to meet every week, not just to improve their English, but to share their lives with each other. In the end, they realized that mastering English was not just about knowing the right words or grammar. It was about connecting with others, being open to new experiences, and finding common ground through conversation. 6. A test beyond words. Weeks turned into months, and the group at the Small Talk Cafe grew closer. Their confidence in English improved, and they began to venture beyond the walls of the community center. One day, Mr. Thompson announced something unexpected, a field trip. We've been practicing here in a comfortable environment, but real progress comes from stepping out of your comfort zone. Next week, we'll take a trip to the city and engage with real people, he said. The group was excited but nervous. This would be a real-world test of their skills. Sarah, Raj, May, and David exchanged glances. They had come a long way, but this was their chance to see just how much they had improved. Preparing for the challenge. During the following days, they prepared for the trip by practicing different scenarios. They role-played ordering food at restaurants, asking for directions, and making small talk with strangers. May was particularly anxious. What if I don't understand what someone says, she asked one evening. Raj reassured her, it's okay to ask them to repeat or slow down. Everyone was a beginner once. The important thing is to try. David, with his adventurous spirit, was excited. This is what I've been waiting for. It's like hiking in the mountains, only this time the mountain is communication.
That's it for today's listening practice. I hope you found this lesson helpful in improving your spoken English skills. Remember, the more you listen, the better you will speak. Don't worry if it feels slow at first. Keep practicing and you'll see progress. Make sure to practice these sentences and try speaking them out loud. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm here to help you on your English learning journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, and subscribe to the channel for more lessons. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and happy learning.